I couldn't meet with you today, but I prepared something that I think is probably your next step you might be interested in. I took about 20 minutes and pulled together this module. To me, this would be starter material for what I was going to use in my classroom. Where did I get this material? Well, I made a copy of some of the Georgia virtual content. You can see it has like kind of some interesting how they label it. Um, Composition of Earth, so it's COE for everyone. All of those are from Georgia Virtual. And then I have like the learning targets and the summary of what the module was about are just mirror images of each other. And then I changed the title to have an emoji in there, right? So let me show you what I have, and then I want to show you how to copy it. So first of all, I've used their content. I've just modified it where it makes sense. The essential questions and some of the key vocabulary. I've kept most of that intact. I've kept this intact about theory. Sometimes I know you have classes where you don't want to talk about that or do. Again, what's so nice about this is you can turn that on or off and handle it however you want to out loud in a classroom. It has some good information here about how information is gathered, thinking about building off that theory. And then it talks about density. What I like about this content, and I don't know that I'd use all of it, but I've shared with you, density was a hard concept to teach in sixth grade. When it has little interactives like this, you can really be sure that kids see this. Also, you can reuse and you can embed this code in other places if you want to rewrite what you had from the Georgia Virtual. And also here would be a great activity for them to get practice actually sitting doing that math on a calculator and just kind of reasoning it out. And they would just move it around. And then at the end, they check it. And when they check it, I don't think not even close probably, um, I would just, go back and refresh the page to do it again. I would make them do it together with a partner until they got it right. And again, that's just multiple exposures to that same content, right? Here is where I added my content in. So the Cornell notes, where I have the student version, that's like my document. I have it unpublished and I have the key to it unpublished. That's if I want to share it with someone who's coming in who's a new teacher, perhaps, so that they can put this in their OneDrive, that student version, and they can use it for what I've done here. So here's where I'm giving them the notes. So I've already done the external tool Office 365 cloud assignment, and then I've made a rubric here. So when I share this out or copy it, the rubric goes with it. And also I labeled it Cornell Notes rubric. So you could reuse that for something. But it's important to remember that because of how Microsoft shares really specifically and kind of one-to-one, I have to attach those documents and just leave them unpublished if I think I might share this module. Now, if you're clever, you're already thinking about, well, what if Canva does it? And you're right. Here I have a layers of the earth poster that I've done an external tool with Canva. And that link is that link in our Barrow County instance of Canva. So you can access this at any time. What you could do if you are someone who's like, I'd love to modify this, no problem. Maybe what I'll do is I'll go back in the modules and I'll give you a link to the template. So I might add it here and maybe it'll be like a header or it could be a file. And then I'll say link to teacher resources. I might put all those things like at the bottom perhaps. So maybe I could move this down here, and then I'll add a link to, let's see if I still have the template link. Oh, I didn't. But you can see this is where I could go ahead and put that Canva link, and then it would be in here. I'm going to stop right now and give you part two in a moment.